Key West, Florida, the 1930s. Palm trees swayed gently in the warm breeze, casting long shadows on the bustling streets. The air was thick and heavy, almost suffocating, as if the very atmosphere was drenched in secrets. A paradise, some might say, with its pristine beaches and clear skies, a haven for those seeking escape. But beneath the surface, a darkness brewed, hidden in the alleys and behind closed doors. A story unfolded, a tale of love and obsession, of dreams and desires that defied reason. The kind that sends shivers down your spine, making you question the very nature of love and sanity. Our story begins at the Marine Hospital, a place of healing and hope. Carl Tanzler, an X-ray technician, worked there, a man dedicated to his craft. He was a man of science, a man of reason, always seeking answers in the realm of the tangible. But he was also a man haunted by a vision, a dream that had followed him since childhood. Since childhood, he dreamt of an exotic, dark-haired woman, his soulmate, a figure of ethereal beauty. Then he met Elena de Hoyos, young, beautiful Cuban-American. She seemed to step right out of his dreams. She was everything he'd ever dreamt of, a living embodiment of his deepest desires. Elena was a patient at the hospital, suffering from tuberculosis. Carl was instantly smitten, his heart captured. He was determined to save her, to be her savior, no matter the cost. Carl showered Elena with gifts and attention. He truly believed they were destined to be together, but fate, it seemed, had other plans. Elena's condition worsened. Despite Carl's best efforts, she succumbed to the disease in 1931. Carl was devastated. He paid for Elena's burial, even commissioning a lavish mausoleum. He visited her grave every day. He talked to her, confided in her, but it wasn't enough. He needed to be closer. One night, driven by an unseen force, Carl went back to the cemetery. He exhumed Elena's body. He took her back home. This was just the beginning of his macabre love story. Back in his home, Carl began the gruesome task of preserving Elena's body. He was driven by an obsession that knew no bounds. He used plaster of Paris, wax, and wires, meticulously working to restore her form. He replaced her decaying flesh with these materials, trying to halt the inevitable decay. He dressed her in fine clothes, sprayed her with perfume, and adorned her with jewelry. In his mind, she was still there with him, as if she had never left. Years passed. 7 long years of this macabre routine. Carl danced with Elena's preserved body in his arms, moving to the rhythm of a haunting melody only he could hear. He talked to her, slept beside her, and lived as though she were still alive. He even fitted her with a glass eye and used rags and cloth to recreate her skin as it decayed, trying to maintain her appearance. He was determined to keep her spirit alive, no matter the cost, but the truth couldn't stay buried forever. The secret was too dark to remain hidden. Whispers of Carl's strange behavior began to spread, and soon the entire town was buzzing with rumors. Section 4. Unveiling the Macabre. Elena's sister Florinda had heard the rumors. She confronted Carl, demanding to see Elena's grave. What she found shocked her to her core. The grave was empty. Florinda went to the authorities. They descended upon Carl's home. Inside, they found Elena, dressed in a white gown adorned with flowers. It was a scene ripped from a nightmare. The public was horrified. Newspapers ran wild with the story. Carl became a sensation, a monster. Section 5. Love or Madness. Carl Tanzler, a man whose actions would shock the world, was arrested and charged with grave robbing. At his trial, he remained adamant and unyielding. He insisted that everything he did was out of an undying love for Elena. Carl truly believed he could bring Elena back to life using his medical knowledge and unconventional methods. The court, however, was unmoved by his passionate pleas and bizarre justifications. Despite the overwhelming evidence against him, Carl was found innocent by reason of insanity. He was sent to a mental institution for treatment but was later released, much to the public's astonishment. The public was left to ponder the thin line between love and obsession, questioning the nature of Carl's feelings. Had Carl truly loved Elena, or had his grief and longing twisted into something far more sinister and disturbing? Carl Tanzler's story remains a chilling reminder that sometimes love can be the most terrifying monster of all, blurring the lines between devotion and madness.